Check it out, check it out, check it out, boom.
What's going on, world? This is Grandmaster Facts.
And it's House Diesel, baby.
And this is Check It Out.
Boom!
Alright, so first off, as everybody's gotten to the intercourse of, I'm sorry to say that out loud, but the post-credit scene of Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far From Home.
And why? Because this is like the best movie out. 1 week, literally starting on July 2nd, we've already amassed over $158 million. Domestically.
Worldwide, almost $600 million.
And the reason they didn't even want to put the damn movie out on Thursday is because of the fact that it was the 4th of July.
The 4th of July.
We don't celebrate it, we celebrate Juneteenth. So.
With us free!
Alright, so to get this going, bust it down, because we've already got our spoiler reviews out. We already got our non-spoiler reviews out.
100%.
The biggest thing that brought everybody to a mass is the fact that at the end of this movie, there was going to be a lot of push forward because this is the end of Phase 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a jump forward into Phase 4. But at the end of this post-credit scene, the first one that happened, not the second one. We're not talking about the Nick Fury one. We're talking about the first one where basically it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Spider-Man is flying through New York City.
With his woman.
Literally picked up his woman.
With his half-black queen.
And decided to go through New York City. But in the midst of dropping her off at wherever the fuck his Uber swinging ass tried to drop her off at,
mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, a little bit of video appeared. And what happened there?
Seemed like we went back in time to 2007 or 2004 because we get to see J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, and he still thinks Spider-Man is a menace. So we get the video. Now it's not just the Daily Bugle, the newspaper. It's the dailybugle.net.
And I like this format. Why? Because this actually turned out to be like if kind of sort of an Alex Jones InfoWars type bullshit. That's kind of like the character that he was portraying.
Yeah.
So, in essence, he's the only motherfucker that's going to be
right.
Facts.
That's what I wanted. Like I can't believe they got this to go down.
I thought that was like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Everybody was going to say that like maybe one of the Marvel Netflix defenders was going to be in this movie.
Dropped when that happened. I was like,
but it was J. Jonah Jameson and it was J.K. Simmons. And what he had for us was literally a prelude to a video that Mysterio recorded in the midst of kind of flipping the script on what actually happened in London with the whole final battle scene. So
Quentin Beck is a genius, by the way.
Hey,
genius
look,
to pull that off.
And for one,
genius.
Let's just say, all right, we need to keep this motherfucker around. I realize at the end of the movie, spoiler, the man supposedly dies in the movie. Let's just say we don't really like our villains dying in a sense.
I'm not even sure if he died because he's like a master of illusions, right?
Right.
So there's no telling if he actually passed away.
Yo,
I need to see the body.
What'd you
say?
Right?
I need to see the corridor. I need to see the body. That's just me. I need to see the body.
Well, see, I know you say where I see the body, but Peter's tinkle. Alright, I'm gonna call it that because they said it throughout the entire movie. But Peter Tinkle, literally, Edith, whatever in the glasses, is there any more motherfuckers? He asked her. He asked. He said, "Is there any more illusions out there?" And he was like, "I'm gonna tell you straight up what it is."
I don't know, man. I gotta see the body.
But this is the thing.
He might be alive.
In order for things to happen in the MCU, this is exactly what needs to happen. Mysterio needs to be around, okay? If you want the real Old Man Logan to happen, where Mysterio basically curses fucking Wolverine's mind and he kills the X-Men, Mysterio needs to be there.
Yeah.
So that's just quintessential Quentin Beck, okay?
100%.
So at the end of this, he sends a video off, okay? So the video that he portrays is that he was ambushed and that the drone strike and everything that was happening was Spider-Man's fault. And that's the reason he was about to get killed in the first place.
And the key word to all that was when Spider-Man said, "Execute them all." Like, and even when he said it during the movie, I was like, man, that didn't sound right. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't sound right.
It didn't sound like something that Peter Parker would say.
Yeah, so he kind of like, I guess he was banking on the fact that Spider-Man would say something crazy. And obviously we know Spider-Man wasn't saying that to execute, human beings. He's trying to He's trying to get rid of all the drones and all the.
That was like the call sign.
Yeah.
It was like the call sign.
He was talking to Edith, like we gotta shut this down now. So that's basically where it came from. But the way he chopped up the video, him and homeboy from Iron Man 1.
Oh, you talking about Ralphie?
Yeah. Ralph.
Yeah.
Back
You motherfuckers did not know that motherfucker with the back on the top of his motherfucking head was actually Ralphie from Christmas Story, which was the most amazing thing that could happen. Yeah, I had no idea that he was in Iron Man 1.
I didn't even know that was him.
I had no idea.
But it's him, and you watch him every year. So, yeah, man, like they well craftedly devised this little plan, and it was just like they set Spider-Man up, man.
But this so happened to be a theme throughout the movie because it was also discussed that, like, MJ said it, Flash said it,
right,
and Quentin said it. They all said people believe what the fuck they see on TV. You can edit and create anything as far as the illusions will carry you.
That's right.
But it was kind of leading into what this cliffhanger was going to be.
Right. It was setting this up.
So it was kind of like, okay, they've said this message maybe like 3 or 4 times throughout the entire movie.
Right.
Then all of a sudden some bullshit happens. It's a fully edited illusional video. Not to even say it's an illusion. It's just some good fucking editing.
Right.
It makes it look like Spider-Man, Peter Parker, whatever you want to call it, set up this entire thing, and then Mysterio just basically waits in the wings, is waiting for it to happen because he kind of knew that his demise was happening at that moment.
Yeah, he really did plan that loss. Like he planned that L.
Yeah.
Like, all right, in case I don't win, I'm taking Spider-Man out. Forget Peter Parker. He's out of here.
I'm gonna play my part. I'm gonna play my part with the media. So that's just what's going to happen. And that's exactly what happened. So Spider-Man drops off MJ, sees Jonah Jameson on the screen. J. Jonah Jameson plays this video displaying Mysterio, saying that Spider-Man ambushed him and he's the real enemy and the culprit of this entire operation.
Right.
And then the biggest reveal.
Yo, it went right back to Civil War, man. I'm talking about Civil War from the comics, man.
Yes.
Spider-Man's name is confirmed to be Peter Parker, man. Like he literally, Mysterio literally put his name out there, Peter Parker. So now, and not just that, they put his face.
Yeah.
They got his face.
They put his yearbook photo out. That's bullshit.
Yeah. So that's exposed. Right. So I would do the same thing, man. Like, hey, man, this is nuts. I would do the same thing. Like Spider-Man is exposed, but it brings me back to the comics again because it's like you know J. Jonah Jameson hates Spider-Man. He hates Spider-Man. So he has the material he needs to make Spider-Man a menace. So this is what's going to lead into some big things, I think, in the next phase.
So the biggest things that happened in the comics. Now, what this basically preluded to in Civil War I was the fact that the Superhuman Registration Act that was brought forth by the government because some bullshit accident happened to millions of people, and that the superheroes had to be accountable for themselves.
Right.
Iron Man and Captain America had 2 different opinionated values and wanted to either ride with the government or not ride with the government. Iron Man brought the whole topic up to Spider-Man. Spider-Man was like, fuck it, let's just do it. And Spider-Man does a national press conference, takes off his mask, and tells everybody that he's Peter Parker and he's been Spider-Man since he was 16 years old. At this point, Spider-Man is like around like 23.
Yeah.
So he's been doing it for like 7 years. He's already like booed up, married, everything like that. But he kind of just reveals himself. But the thing is, what happens is the whole Civil War thing happens. That comic series came and went. But in the meantime, Peter Parker left himself vulnerable. And in the midst of this, his family and like MJ, his girl, his Aunt May, everybody got exposed to the point where, like at one point, Aunt May got shot at. She had an assassination attempt. She got plugged. So this could lead to further things that are going to happen in the MCU where his whole family's been exposed. Everybody that he cool with, MJ, Fat Boy, Ned, his frenemy, Happy. Everybody's going to be exposed in this. And the thing is, there's also related footage that we just heard today. Our good friend Darnell at the Party Nerds broke to us.
Oh, so what about the Craven the Hunter?
Yeah.
So there's a possibility. I haven't had time to really.
This is the theory.
Yeah, but possibly we might get Craven's last hunt in a way. With Spider-Man being exposed, authorities might need somebody to take Spider-Man down.
And who runs the authorities at this moment? But probably the big bad in the next phase, Norman Osborn.
So, which I believe bought the Avengers Tower. That's a theory of mine. I think he bought the Avengers Tower, and I think we're going to get into some Dark Reign, some Dark Avengers stuff. But he might be the one that finds Kraven the Hunter and has to set him loose on Spider-Man. So we might be getting an epic story that's in the comics that is one of my favorites, and we might get that played out on screen for the first time.
I put it like this. There is a movie that is very beloved in my heart called The Last Dragon. And when Eddie Arcadian realized that he couldn't defeat Bruce Leroy on his own, he brought in a band of fucking misfits to try and like beat him. In the midst of this, he got shown enough. So what I see is going to happen is that fucking Norman Osborn can't really. He's realized, okay, I can't really beat this on my own.
Right.
So let me get somebody out here to do it. And I'm sure he's going to get like a band of people to try and do it. It's not going to happen. And he's going to find Kraven, and it might go down.
Yeah. So if we can get that story, I mean, look, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, it's gonna be crazy because that Kraven the Hunter story is just phenomenal. Like he literally sets out, goes after Spider-Man, finds Spider-Man, feels like he has his victory, and then he's off, like he's gone. Like, that's it.
Yeah,
like,
I did it.
Like, I did it. I don't even have to live
I don't
no
need
more.
to be
It's
here
a
no
wrap.
more.
It's a wrap. I want to see the story play out in live action. So we might get that, man. It might be a pleasant surprise. You never know.
But in the midst of this, let us guys know what you think.
Yeah.
Because the next solo Spider-Man movie, like that, is pretty. I can't say I'm going to give it the same context as Infinity War to Endgame, but Far From Home to whatever the next Spider-Man movie is going to be, pretty much everybody's going to be anticipating that now, with the fact that his identity's been revealed. But let us know exactly what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know.
Feel free to like, comment, subscribe to us at the Agents and Nerdz channel.
Yes.
Feel free to check us out. Check it out, Boom, with myself, Grandmaster Fax, and Hans Diesel.
That's right.
Shout out to our boys, Agent Bear, Tricky, AJ Bell.
Yeah. Oh, and Emily too.
Yeah. Emily over there soaking up sun right now.
Yeah.
But she'll be back.
Yeah.
All right. So let us know exactly what you think. Feel free to let us know all in the context. Hit us up. And you can follow myself, Grandmaster Fax, on Instagram, Hans Diesel on Instagram, and the Agents and Nerds Instagram page on Instagram.
Yeah, follow us and we'll give you some more content.
All right.
All right.
Other than that, peace. All right. What's up, world? Thank you for watching. Check it out. Boom. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to us at the Agents and Nerds YouTube channel.
I don't mean to cut you off, but also check us out at the Party Nerds YouTube channel. You could also subscribe to that right over here.
Check it out, boom.